In this edition of In Focus, find out how Keyspan helped celebrate the 35th anniversary of Earth Day. See how change agents and champions are driving the Keyspan transformation. Hear from one Keyspan employee about his tour of duty in Iraq and his return to the States. But first, a report on Keyspan's first quarter earnings.
Keyspan is reporting a 5% drop in net income following the sale of two businesses last week, but operating profit exceeded expectations. The company is the biggest natural gas seller here in the Northeast, and Chief Executive Bob Cattell joins us now to assess the outlook. Good morning, Bob. Good to have you with us.
Good morning, Carol. Good to be back.
So let's talk about your latest results. X items, you were a nickel better than everyone was expecting, but earnings were down from the year before.
Well, that's because last year we had our E&P operations included in our earnings, and as you know, we sold off our exploration production. So if you compare core earnings, which is where we're focusing now, we're really up 10 cents over last year, $1.49 versus $1.39 on a core earnings basis.
Why are we seeing that kind of earnings growth?
Well, because we're getting excellent growth in our core gas and electric businesses.
And that's really where you want to be focusing. That's why you've been selling off.
That's exactly right. We sold off our non-core. Actually, over 3 years, we got about $2 billion of cash from selling off our non-core. Our focus is on our core gas and electric business. That's where our organic growth is, and that's where we're seeing a lot of success.
Are you done, Bob, at this point, selling off all the businesses that you wanted to sell off?
That is correct. We've exited all of our non-core businesses with the sale of the pipeline in Ireland, which was the last sale we completed in this quarter.
So on the other flip side, are you looking to expand then at this point? You do have some expansion plans that you've been working on.
Yeah, our expansion plans, though, are really investments related to our core business. That's pipeline, storage, an LNG project in Providence, and that all really supports the growth of our core businesses.
And how are they going?
They're going very well. We're going through the regulatory process to get them approved, but we're optimistic that we'll get these projects online within the next 2 years.
How about a power plant here in New York?
Well, we're looking at the possibility of bidding on an RFP that the New York Power Authority has out for a 500-megawatt plant, and we will be making a bid on that project, and we're cautiously optimistic.
Certainly something that everybody wants to bring up when we talk to any kind of energy company is the higher energy prices we've seen overall. What impact has it had on your business specifically? Yeah,
well, actually, the cost of gas doesn't affect our bottom line because it's a direct pass-through, but it does affect our customers' bills, and our customers' bills this past winter are up about 5 to 10%. But on the positive side, we're still adding new customers, so customers still see the benefits of converting to gas when it's available to them.
Got to ask you, if some of the projects that you're looking to work on don't pan out, as you mentioned, you've got a bunch of cash on hand from selling businesses and so on. What do you expect to do with that cash if that cash isn't being put to work in those expansion plans?
Well, we started by increasing our dividend. We increased our dividend on February 1st to $1.82 per share. So that's one way to give back some of the cash to our shareholders. If for whatever reason we were not able to invest this money, there's always the possibility of buying stock back, which would also increase our earnings and benefit our shareholders.
How likely could that happen?
Well, I think we'll have to wait a little bit and see how well these investments do. Right now, our hope is to invest these dollars in good projects, but buying back stock would not be the worst thing if that's where we had to put the money. Okay,
so bottom line, it's a possibility. You're just going to have to wait and see.
That is correct.
Okay, can leave it there. Bob, it's always good to talk with you.
Thank you. Always good to be here.
Bob Cattell there, CEO of Keyspan.
For more details on Keyspan's first quarter earnings results, visit the Investor Relations site on the corporate intranet. All across Keyspan's territory, the 35th anniversary of Earth Day saw us making our own environment cleaner and greener. On Long Island, the Keyspan difference came in planting hyacinths, tulips, daffodils, and other colorful spring flowers. The plantings beautified the Patchogue train station and traffic circles in Sag Harbor, Glen Cove, and Brentwood. Boy and Girl Scouts on Long Island cleaned up and removed debris from the woods and waterways around the center of the science at Tanglewood Preserve. Keyspan was one of the sponsors of this Earth Day event. And in New England, 90 Keyspan employees joined City Year volunteers to help make that Urban Wilds Earth Day event a success. Employees at the Urban Wilds sites in the Mattapan and Dorchester sections of Boston spent the day making these public spaces cleaner for all residents. The garbage and debris collected at these sites included a car, propane tanks, TVs, car tires and batteries, a swing set, rusted shopping carts, hundreds of bottles and cans, and much more. It took a Keyspan dump truck, a city trash truck, and a commercial-sized dumpster to haul the garbage away. Hard to believe all this junk was hiding in these beautiful open spaces. The City of Boston's park chief thanked Keyspan for all the hard work.
As a change agent, one of the most important things that's looked for is that you need to be credible.
I approach it from the standpoint of trying to incorporate my role as a change agent into my everyday activities.
I've been designated change champion under the Wires and Pipes workstream in the operations division of the Boston area.
Change agents and champions are the people coworkers trust with their suggestions and concerns. They're great listeners, and they're a great link between workers and senior management, helping turn ideas into action and action into sustainable change. Change that's helping Keyspan do what it needs to do to grow.
Change agents are great. Their officers, the sponsors that we have, rely on them to just give them information or to give them other ideas of where do I need to go, who do I need to speak with, or where are their problems.
People are excited by the change agent network and they experience the energy of it. But from an overall organization effectiveness point of view, we're doing something much bigger than that. We're enabling the company to become a bigger player.
Keyspan's Change Agent Network, about 80 strong and growing, was a powerful force at our most recent second transformation experience. But their real power is felt in the things they do each and every day. And the same can be said for change champions, who provide a critical link between field workers, supervisors, change agents, and senior management.
I disseminate information down from the higher level meetings with the sponsors and the change agents, and I take that to my peers and we discuss it, we review it, and then from there we bring it to the bargaining unit personnel out in the field who we supervise on a daily basis.
So, do you have any thoughts around transformation or any concerns? What I like most is the face-to-face. Group meetings are great, but that face-to-face, you can really drill down to what the employee's concern is and then give them information that will help them form their own opinion. It's about giving them information and hearing what they're saying. I see the communication piece as the critical part of the change agent role.
We're talking about engaging the workforce for change. We want to take charge of our future. And I think that this is a wonderful thing for Keyspan. This is going to open up tremendous opportunity. And I would only encourage individuals to get involved, to be the change.
Watch for more transformation news to come. Feel free to visit the transformation site on the intranet or contact your local change agent if you want to know more.
Hello people, it's the life of Pinocchio Lewis each and every day. Back from Iraq, happy to be alive. But this is what I gotta go through every day with these crutches, but I'm glad to have my leg back though. I'm gonna catch these stairs, see how fast I can make it. I've been doing it in like 3 minutes, but I think I could do it a little faster today. With this camera in my face, I got a little motivation. So let's see. My duty in Iraq was carpentry, masonry. We dealt with a lot of mine clearing and rebuilding for the people. And when I was down south, Mosul mostly built a lot of roads and bridges that were blown by the insurgents. And it was chaotic sometimes, but you know, you had a mission to complete, and every mission we took, we did it with pride and we got it done. You know, you had to watch out, people shooting at you and, you know, people trying to blow you up while you're on convoys, trying to get from one destination to the next. It was crazy at first. I ain't gonna lie to you, when I first got there, I couldn't sleep for many nights, but I had to do what I had to do, you know, because I wanted to make it home. You look like you're doing pretty good with your legs. You're moving them.
Yeah, I'm definitely making it work.
On December 21st, went to the mess hall to get some food around 1200. One of the Iraqi National Guard happened to slip in and had some bomb strap onto his body and eventually pulled it off, and that's when an explosion ripped through. And later on I found out it was a suicide bomber. blew himself up. I believe the number were about 28 killing action, and 72 of us was wounded, which included myself. All of us was evac to different places, but eventually hit the state.
We did x-rays on you, right?
Yeah, they did x-ray. They said that I had some shrapnel still in the hand, but from the prior x-ray, I had a bone chip somewhere in this finger.
That's why. So you still got shrapnel in there?
Yeah, I still have a little piece of shrapnel in there. I've been here at Walter Reed for almost 4 months now. I never thought I'd be in this situation, but here I am. But you know, you gotta take it, because there's a lot of guys in worse condition than me. I'm able to walk, got all my limbs. I have a little boy, his name is Patrick, and he's waiting for me in Canarsie, Brooklyn. And hopefully, once I get through with this whole situation here, I'll be able to make it home to go spend some time with the family again. Every day is a new challenge, you know, and eventually time will tell, and I'll be there at 100% or 110% and get back to life. That's the main thing. That's my main goal. That's about it.